Well, hello world, 7K world. Man, we are approaching that 5-year mark in 7K. And so we have some real significant factors that are about to happen. Many of you, if you've listened to maybe a lot of my training recordings since the beginning, I've taken some down because as our comp plan changes, it really kind of confuses people, but it's got good history in it. But I used to teach a lot about the real, explorers that joined us in the very beginning, like that first 2 years, because those first 2 years, that's the toughest years in a company's beginning cycle, especially networking companies or what we call direct selling companies, where the people are the marketing force. The people are the ones that communicate the existence of the company and the benefits of the company by becoming a part of the company. Instead of buying shares or stock in a company, the members get to participate in the growth of the company through its marketing program. Now, that is the basic logic of network marketing companies, or the old style of multi-level marketing companies. Been in existence since Shackley, not Amway. Shackley was the first company. But Amway was the one that really made the splurge and made multi-level marketing history. And it is the largest single multi-level marketing company in existence today, about $8.7 billion company globally. So I want you to think about that now, what I just said. Now, that company went through what we call 3 growth spurts as it laid its business foundation. And its products were always much more expensive than competing products. That's okay. But if you ever really understood the principle, if people would take the time, if people wouldn't be so small-minded in business, they could help themselves. And yes, I'm talking to you if you just joined 7K, or you're about to join 7K and somebody's letting you watch this. Because if you have all these, well, I can get this product here, and I can get this product there, and I can get this here, and I can buy it there, and why would I want to pay a membership when I can get it here? Well, that is small-minded, because your quest in life will never change because you're only thinking about saving on what you're spending instead of investing into yourself and building a business. See, those places where you might get something cheaper one day and maybe a month later you can't get it cheaper then, but you might find another place that you can get it cheaper. Well, none of them will ever pay you a penny for buying products from them. And none of them will pay you a penny to tell other people to buy products from them. I know. I taught people to buy gold and silver for 15 years for free. And I'd buy it here, and I'd buy it there, or I'd buy it from Kitco. I'd buy it from SD Bullion. I'd buy it from JM Bullion. I'd buy it from AppMec. I'd buy it from moneymetals.com. I'd buy it from goldsilver.com. I know the players. But there were many that I would not buy it from and had really good prices. And only a person that knows nothing about nothing will buy it from the people advertising on TV. Now, that's the biggest ripoff that's ever been in existence. And they've been there for, 30 years, more, many of them. So our first 2 years, the real explorers that joined us here, but kind of think about what we had. I mean, we couldn't make $12,500 a week when we started. The most we could make was $1,000 a week. But that's pretty cool. I said, man, this is pretty cool. 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Make $1,000 check. Or $500 check, and you do it twice, and you make $1,000 check. You make 2 cycles in 1 week. That's pretty cool. And all you're doing is telling people where they can join, get a membership. They can buy gold and silver bullion at dealer cost. They don't have to have quantities. You don't have to go searching. You don't have to go looking. You don't have to compare. You don't have to take a chance. And everybody needs gold and silver. And then explain to people why they need to be getting gold and silver. That's powerful right there. Just the knowledge base. Because the average person knows nothing about this. And once the average person have a chance in starting a business on the side, getting 1099 tax benefits, and acquiring wealth while they're doing it, real assets, how much more powerful can that be? But believe me, we had all those naysayers and all those people that said no, those years that went by. But if you'll listen to the testimonies of like Cindy and Delton and many other people, and the Joseph Latin, and it's just person after person after person who got on the autosaver program and started making collection of sets and buying product, and they stayed active, meaning they can make a check, had the forbearance and persistence and patience to keep on doing and to fight through those brainwashing sentiments that we've all been led down the wrong path in where to put our money, how to prepare for retirement, by people who just all getting more wealthy off of our hard work and backs, because they don't have our best interests at heart. They have their own pocketbooks at heart. And this company's educational program, and those of us that are part of it and help, let's say, elucidate a little bit more about reality, gives that basic education that we should have been given all these years that everyone needs some gold and silver. It's a time-proven fact. Gold and silver has always been the economic medium of exchange of value ever since there's been commerce, period. There is no debate about that. The only ones that tell you it isn't are the ones that want to get rich off of you, selling you annuities, stocks, bonds, IRAs, 401ks, and their mutual funds. And they want to manage your portfolio. And if you keep believing those jerks, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I want to give you a little share of. It won't be expensive. You can have a couple of shares. I mean, that's, you think maybe that's a ridiculous comparison? No, it's real. I want you to use this video. I'm talking to people that you just got shared a video, 7K wealth strategies or why 7K, and you just jump on board. I'm talking to you because see, we're beyond that pioneering phase of a networking company. And in fact, you know, from the very beginning, the founders, the co-founders, Roger Ball, Richard Wayne Henson, Josh Anderson, Zach Davis, made it really clear that we want to set this company apart from everything else in the history of network marketing or multi-level marketing. That this company is exceptional and different, that we're a member direct marketing company, a member direct marketing company. Remember those words, member direct marketing company. And one of the main missions of this company was to change the perception. And many of them correct, because there's bad animals in everything about multi-level marketing, network marketing. And it's what it had, all the good that it has done for people since its inception. Remember, I talked about the giant earlier, Amway, $8.7 billion global company today, still in business. Now, it's not got a great growth rate. I mean, I wouldn't want to be starting Amway and try to make a living. It might take me all my life to build up where I could make a living. But that's called timing. There's 300 really good networking companies out there in the world today. We call it the top 300 direct selling companies. Many, let's just say there's 20 that's been in business for over 30 years. That's pretty powerful in itself. There may be a few more. I don't have the numbers in the Direct Selling Association on top of my head in that respect right now, but I know there's at least 20. But here's my point. See, these explorers brought in the pioneers. That's who came with us next. And the pioneers are the ones that's making their way to the new avenues here and new avenues there, and you know, just getting out and carving out homesteading and carving out a piece of their territory. Okay. Well, 7K blossomed during this time, and our offerings became, you know, more and more. And we added new products. We became to get exclusive products. We became to be approached by every mint in the world wanting to do business with them. We are buying more gold and silver than many companies have been in the business for over 30 years. So it captures the market's attention. We have achieved something that no one else has ever achieved. NGC co-labeling products with a network marketing company, with a pyramid company. Oh, come on. Where's your brain? NGC, largest, most respected coin rating company in the world. Their whole business depends on their image and their credibility. Don't you think they know how to do homework better than some person that's not even a millionaire yet? I mean, everybody has opinions. I agree with that. Hey, everybody has opinions. Doesn't matter what walk of life you have. I mean, opinion is an opinion. If it's not based on facts, knowledge, it's worthless. Don't let misguided opinions keep you away from the greatest opportunity of your lifetime. And I say that even if you just make $500 once a year, listen to me, $500 once a year, and you're getting 1099 tax benefits and you're accumulating wealth, and you're buying your auto shipper every single month, it's worth it to you. Just look at the stories, like I said, of Cindy and Delton, let's say Joseph Ladden, and just literally hundreds and hundreds of others. Rod would have never acquired collectibles. How about Jerome and Trinell? They would have never acquired those kind of collectibles, that kind of wealth. Because when people save dollars, they spend them. They're too easy to spend. But I'm going to tell you, it hits hard for you to go in there and pull out that coin right there and want to go spend it, want to go sell it. It's hard for you. You don't want to. You're going to sell, you're going to do something else, you're going to do whatever it takes, but not sell one of your precious coins. That is the whole principle of learning how to save and to save for the future. And that's what collectible coins does. Do you put it all in collectible coins? No. You got to have gold and silver bullion too. That's why I teach, buy your collectible coins and buy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullion coins. Have it shipped with it, get free shipping, get it at cost. Dollar cost average it. Build your wealth. You want that. Well, we've come a long way. Now we have a $199 membership, 50 points. We have a business membership, a premium membership, $499. You get an MS-70 product, you get a bullion product, you get your personalized brochures, your wealth strategy brochure, it's a presentation brochure. You get your business cards, and you get 6 websites. 6 websites. It's pretty powerful. You get the 7K advantage. Well, look, you get this share plan, and the benefit wheel, all these benefits you get as a member. And so just joining is worth getting these benefits. You may not use all of them, but there's at least 4 of them there that everybody can use, and you'll save more than your $4.99 membership if you just learn how to use them. Hello. If you just learn how to use them. Now, that takes a little bit of effort on your part. It takes, clicking on a computer, it takes logging in, takes going to a website, takes learning about it. But if you're too lazy, then this is not for you. Because this isn't join and get rich quick. It's join and do a little bit of work and get tons more in rewards. Yeah, now that sounds too good to be true, but it is. But you got to do a little bit of work. So that's why my system works so well with this program. I ask you to put 5 to 10 hours out of your life into your own business, into your own internet, home-based wealth building system business. 5 to 10 hours out of your life, that's all, for 2 years. You'll learn the skills, attitudes, and techniques, and you'll learn how to take advantage of all the benefits of the membership. So it doesn't cost you money. It just costs you a little bit of time, but your return on investment, see, is your time and your return, your reward. See, I look at it different because, see, we're not investment advisors or anything, but what I just talked about was a business concept. And business believes in you put resources in and you get something in return. That's return on investment. Doesn't matter what denominations you want to use. Here we are approaching 5 years. People have seen, Mitch was talking about, and I've got to do it too. I've got to get back to spreading the word, but I've been so busy helping people because it will help create a legacy for us. I look at the growth of our business with the the explorers that joined us the first year and getting going and making those consistent checks, helping people make a $500 check on my left team, on my right team, and helping people see the vision and, and then getting to making a steady check for us and multiple cycles a week, and then really kind of looking for the leaders. But it helps everybody above because this company, the comp plan that we have today, stores all these points, and points are dollars in America, and in other countries it'll be in their currency. Points or relate to so much in their currencies, dollars to their currency. But some people can build up $500,000, $1 million in points. That's good. That's great. Well, we started really looking for leads. We found a really good group in New Mexico, and that was under Delton and Cindy, and it really helped them a lot. Professionals, they saw the value. They went, they easily went through their objection period because it just made sense. The stuff I was just talking about. And they created volume. They created, none of them are doing this full time yet, but they all make a significant income. I think Mitch is the closest one to do it. He's retired like me. He's still younger than me though. And he's moved over to Arizona taking that. And so we got a good group there. And then, we found a couple of people over in Mississippi, and they're chugging along, doing it. They're on the other side. We got our Gonzalez group, and we got just people making an extra $500 a year there and building wealth. And then I needed to go out and find some real leaders. Found Wayne Clark, and then boom, look at that volume, look at that business, and look at that growth that happened in Wayne's group, and that shored up a leg. Then we found the Hawaii group on the opposite side, and man, that kind of combination just does great. And then my time was just totally absorbed here and there with that, and I had lots of volume going by all the time. Because why? I'm not becoming an executive goal. When people are growing and blasting it out, they need that support. They need that understanding, because they run into all these objections, and they got to have somebody there to help them with those people with that until they learn the ropes. Then we hit this young lady called Kim Wiley, but Shane Vaughn was in the business for 2 years, making a check pretty consistently, because Hawaii was under Shane. And so then he's got all that volume, but he's a pastor, and he's an extremely busy person. He's got, but he saw the value in gold and silver, and then he saw that, yeah, I need somebody on the other side that sees this. So he introduced me to Kimberly Wiley. Just won the contest, just blew it out of the water. I mean, she just boom went at it, and I have to say, she did more volume than Wayne Clark did. She did it different, and she didn't rank up as fast. She is a bronze, but she's earned her checks, and she personally enrolled 37 people, personally, on her left and right. Now, she personally enrolled more than that. She just gave some of them away, which we all do, to help rank up. And because it helped them and it helped her. Okay. and she's well on the road. But then underneath her, just this past week, we've had the biggest, I'd say, the person come in that's built the business faster than anyone I've seen in the whole company. Y'all gonna hear about him. I'm gonna tell you about it here right now. His name is Phil Godlewski. It's up in northeastern Pennsylvania. And he and his team that he put together got in on August the 23rd. He signed up his initial team of people real close to him, the way we teach, got them positioned, was about 9 people, and got them on his left and right and sponsored and in and set. And he went to work 4 days ago. Now, there was a lot of work done between August 23rd and 4 days ago, but he and his team went to work, enrolling people, placing people, putting people in, getting them started, doing the business. And he became a silver in 11 days. The first person he sponsored on his left became a silver in 11 days. And they're working on the other silver today, and he'll be a gold, and he'll max out his check as a gold. If he doesn't become gold, he's going to leave. He'll get to 3,500, but he's going to leave a lot on the table. So he's going for gold today. When I talked to him, we talked a lot yesterday. And so in between the storm and Kim and him, I was totally consumed. I do admit, but I did what little time I had. But I wanted to make sure he got his questions answered. He got his information. But there's one person, I've never seen a person in this business grasp this compensation plan as quickly and as rapidly as this man has done. And he's, I think, 38, 39. And he is powerhousing through this. So what is this point I'm trying to get to, that we're about 5 years old? I've been telling people the growth cycles of all companies. I taught a course on it in here. If you go back, you'll find it. It's the growth cycles of all companies. Doesn't matter if it's network marketing companies or just a traditional company. You got your foundation phase where your growth is real slow, but it's growth, and maybe 2, 3, 4, 5% a year, and you go along maybe 6, and you got your foundation going along, and you're laying the groundwork in a bit. That cycle sometimes is from 2 to 5 years, maybe even 7 for some companies. But then you'll have your momentum growth curve. Man, that thing just starts going straight up. Now that cycle can last anywhere between 3 to 12 years, depending on the company, because you're going to have a lot of globalization in that momentum growth curve. And then you'll have where you get the mature growth and it stables out, and you're back at maybe 3, 4, 5, 6% per year until you reach decline, where you actually are declining as a company. That's how these Fortune 500 companies go bankrupt. Same thing. Doesn't matter. Network marketing, all companies grow like this. That's a growth cycle of a company. Well, 7K has been at an accelerated, ever since they've been in business, it's been an accelerated growth, even during the foundation period. And we're over the foundation period. We're in actually moment. We went into momentum last year. We went into momentum last year, the beginning cycles of momentum. That's why you see things opening and blowing up, because we get past that critical mass of membership. Now you have people telling people, and you just have one person on average come in your business, your company doubles the next year, or triples the next year, or quadruples the next year. Well, now we're in the phase of doing that. And so that's what you see right here. That's happening. That's what you saw beginning to happen when we had Wayne Clark's group coming in and expanding. That's what we saw in this. Now that spurs on these growths, spur on other growth inside the company, because they see it's possible. It can happen to them too. And other people catch the vision. And they don't listen to the naysayers, the people who are trying to keep them down. Don't let people keep you down. Don't let people keep you from the greatest opportunity in the world. As this company becomes a mega giant, listen to my Y7K will be to the gold and silver market as Amazon is to the retail market. Listen to that training that I give you. Give yourself an opportunity to succeed. If it takes you 3, 4, 5, 10 years, but if you're not fishing, if you're not putting that bait on that hook, you're not dropping silver in people's hand, and not getting to watch a little video, learning a couple of lines that you are comfortable with, and you can say it with excitement and conviction, then you will be pulling people out of your pipeline that you talk to 3 years from now, 5 years from now, ago, not from now, ago. And then new people you meet. Because if you only get to $500 extra a week for the rest of your life as you're acquiring wealth, where else could you do that at? And learn to ask that question. Learn to ask that question. 7K will be a mega giant company. We're about to go into just mass momentum, because we're past the critical path numbers that I know in business and in networking. And they pay us for doing all the marketing. 7K doesn't spend that money inefficiently on television advertising, radio advertising, newspaper advertising. They pay you and me. That's the only difference here. See, Costco is a member direct marketing company too. But they advertise now. Oh, they still pay a one-level commission. And they only limit that now. They only pay me for 10 memberships I bring in to the store in a year. It used to be unlimited, but now I'm maxed out at 10 per year, where they'll pay me money for bringing in and enrolling a new member at Costco. Yeah, a lot of people around here, when I was doing the analogy in the first few years, said, man, I was the best Costco salesman in all of Greater Baton Rouge. Well, I know they got the best gas at the lowest price. I mean, that alone is worth the membership. And see, and I can't refer you in another city. How about that? They don't even let me do that anymore. I can't, get you to go in and say, hey, Bob preferred me, he gets his commission. Nope. Don't even do that anymore. Just in my local store where I'm a member. But see, that's not the case with 7K. And we got the whole world. Look, we got the whole world to open up in, just like Amway did. Except who wouldn't want to buy this over soap, lotions, potions, nasty tasting juices? Because, quite frankly, I've tried a lot of products since I've been in 7K because I believe in health products. And then, all kind of new stuff come in all the time. People have these great, powerful testimonies. And, the product doesn't work for me, I'm not going to try and sell it to somebody else. That's for sure. I'm not even going to find people to get to try it. And I've tried product after product over this last 4.5 years, different new companies coming out, because I wanted the product. None of it worked. I was disappointed because I wanted it to work. But it didn't. It wasn't that I wanted to sell it. It was that I wanted the product to work. And I knew that the only way they could get products out like that were through networking. And, but they didn't work for me. So I shut off the orders. And I'll continue doing that, I guess, till I find something that works. Every once in a while, you do find that winner. Don't come to me with thousands of products, all you out here that hear that, because I'm not a person that's going to market it. I'm just going to be a user. Okay. And I already know about just about every product in the marketplace. So, and every company that pretty much start up, because I think y'all would know that already, right? Yeah. Okay. My message is all you explorers and pioneers, you know who you're going to be bringing in on your left team and your right team. And some of you already have a complete team on one side. You only need to worry about rank up on that side, the way I teach it. And where you got to concentrate on building on your income side, your pay side. That's your lowest volume side, your least volume side. That's where you concentrate, and you are looking for what? Settlers. They settle in. They settle the community. They build the big cities. The 7K cities for you, for you, for you and you and you and you. Don't miss the bigger vision of what's available for you, no matter what your age, no matter where you're at, because if you made it this far and you got a leg going, you could have never built that on your own. Just think about that. But you have been gifted that. What a blessing. Now, it's up to your own attitude. It's up to you to start doing the income producing activities, the IPAs. It's up to you to hone those SATs, those skills, attitudes, and techniques that I teach, so you can maximize your revenue with a huge, big business you have in your hands with 7K. Because there's no better comp plan that I can think of than one on the left, one on the right, qualifies you to make a $500 check every week you have 500 points coming up. And, you know, literally, if you got 2,000 people on the left team and 2,000, no, you know, how about just 100 people on the left team and the right team, averaging 20 points a month. That's 2,000 points a month on the left team and right team. Divide that by 4. That's about average about 500 points a week. Just shoot for that. One of your team's going to be larger than that. Just shoot for that. That's 500 a week right there. And all you had to do is personally sponsor one on your left and one on your right. Hey, we do that with my family business back. I sponsored my wife. I sponsored our company. Bingo. I've got one on the left, one on the right. I'm in total control of. Hey, and just think, if you sponsor a person on your left and right and they become an associate like you did, it's a building block. You don't have to worry about how, you don't have to learn this whole thing. You just teach somebody to do what you just did. And you know how to do that because you just did it. So one of these two needs to be an associate. So you got to have 2 people personally sponsored on your left and right, and one of the 2 needs to be an associate. You can make 2 $500 cycles in 1 week. If you have more than that coming up on your pay side, your lease volume side, you're not going to get paid on it a cycle out, because you could have gotten paid on it by becoming a bronze. See, this is the incentive of this program. So, wow, how do you become a bronze? You sponsor a 3rd person, one on your left and one on your right. So you personally have brought 3 new memberships on the left team and right team to the company. You promoted this about 7K so they could get the benefits you were receiving, and the company didn't advertise, so they're going to pay you and me for doing the marketing. Hello. Okay, how did they do that? Through this reward program, a referral compensation program. Very unique, one of a kind, never been done before. Okay, now if you do that and you become a bronze, and one person becomes a copper out of the 3 on your left team and one on the right team, you become a bronze, you can make $2,000 a week. That's a 6-figure income. I remember when that happened to us back in May of 2019, when we averaged over that. I said, whoa, this thing is going to be a monster. I better go to work. I got to find young people. I'm almost 75 in a couple of months. That's when we went out looking. That's when we found Wayne Clark. That's when we have Danny and Tiffany Clements. That's why we have the Basses. That's why we have people all over the Kim Walleys, the Shane, the Toritas, the Garys, the Goslins, the Jim McClellans, you know, you name it. There, the name after name after name. I can go down the list, and I'm sorry if I left anybody out. It's not that I'm trying to. I'm just trying to make some points. Okay. I'll catch the other names later again. And then we got our pioneers that hung right there with us, the explorers like Cindy and Delton, like George and Sandra Donaldson, like Woodrow Venable, like Richard Witt. You know, people who are at the very beginning with us, the Holly Safland, the Constance Meyer. You know, and then you can become a silver, and then you can become a gold, 7,000 a week. Just think about that. 7,000 a week. And it's a left team and a right team. It isn't, you got to have all these people making all this money. No, it's all you need to do is have one out of that 8 in that whole leg. Yeah, you have to sponsor 8 people on the left team and right team. And 1 out of the 8 need to be a silver. Just 1, not all of them. And the rest of them can just be a member, just buying their product, auto ship. Great comp plan. And that's why 7K will be one of the largest companies in the world. I hope you see what I see. I hope you understand what I'm trying to share with you. And if you are just looking at 7K, jump in with both feet and get your $4.99 premium membership. Learn how to do this. Commit 5 to 10 hours out of your life a week. Start buying your auto ship. Don't look back. And in fact, get your family business back. If you don't know what that is, ask, okay? Because you will regret not doing it years from later. We're going to see you in Cancun, the rest of the beaches of the world, because this company takes a once a year annual 7K getaway trip that is just 5-star above all things, and come join us.